Hey guys, this is the Chuck and Preacher edition of gear reviews, and we're not very good at them.
I'm doing the best I can!
So bear with us. But I do want to show you this SetPower AB15. Now, I've had the FC15 for over a year now, love it. And I told you in a previous video, you've seen this in a few different videos up to date, including the one I'm making right now. We're out here making a video now, and I brought this out. So why this one over the FC15, or what is this one? There's a bunch of different videos out there, and I'm not one to just go through a full list of features and stuff. That stuff's out there. This is a slimmer refrigerator than pretty much anything else that's out there right now. It works perfectly to sit behind the front seat, whether it's driver's side or passenger side seat, stuff like that. Works perfectly to sit in there. You can access it from the driver's side or the passenger side, just reaching back there. And it works really, really well for that. The reason, like I said before, I was looking at it was because I wanted a dedicated freezer. Now this gets down to below, I mean, I've had it set for 0 is what I used last time. And it keeps food frozen phenomenal, just like you would expect it to. It doesn't cycle up, get hot and then cold, or fluctuate in temperature, so your stuff gets defrosted and then frosted and you get frostbite and or freezer burn, all that kind of stuff. I haven't had any of those issues. Once it gets down to temp, it pretty much stays there. I've got it at 30 degrees right now, and it's been at 30 degrees since I left the house. It's and I'll show you that here. Let me, because somebody will be like, well, you didn't show me, so it must not have happened. So here's their 30 degrees right there, and there's the man himself. But anyway, I liked it because I can set it behind the seat in his area, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. I'm running it as just a regular cooler today. I was out driving around, had a couple of errands to run before I got here, so I just set it in the front floorboard and had it facing me where I could open it up. And I just had drinks and stuff in there, water, and the stuff I was buying I would just throw in there, so I didn't have to climb in the back of the truck. So it made it a lot easier. Where it shined was whenever we took it to the beach, man. That was very, very nice. It took up small foot space in the we had a little canopy thing that we set up. It took up very, very small amount of space to do that. It holds I think it's like 15 liters, so you can put a ton of pop in here. You can put snacks, all that kind of stuff, anything you put in a refrigerator, right? Obviously. I powered it. He's drooling all over it right now. I powered it with the EBL 500. It's a lightweight 500 watt hour power station, or right at 500 watt hours. But yeah, so it worked flawlessly on the beach. We went to Galveston, like I said, sat out there. We had cold drinks. Everything was nice. 0 issues. The thing I like about it is it gets down to temp really, really fast. Probably, I don't know, I haven't timed them, but it's a good probably 30% faster. Just me ballparking, don't hold me to it, but it seems to be about 30% faster at getting to temp than the FC15, which I love. But this, I may have bought this instead. I don't know, I use both of them. But what we've got, hey man, you been in here? What is bones, dog treats? I know what you did. You want to talk about this? Did you do this or did mom? Because it looks to me like I got all the ingredients for a pup cup. Oh, you want to get up for that? Okay, sit and I'll make it. Sit. Well, apparently we're gonna make a pup cup because that's what the man wants. And if my wife got him started on these after taking him around. Get back, back. Sit, please. Thank you. Got him started on these because she likes to go to Starbucks and all that kind of stuff. We'll give a little bit of those. We don't need all of them. So she got him started on pup cups, and now he thinks he's got to have one, whether he's at Sonic, McDonald's, or wherever. So I'm fairly certain while this was sitting in the house, getting ready to come to, or getting up to temp to load out in the car, my wife, never wanting him to be without, snuck all the ingredients for his pup cups. So we will, and I'll get you a video of that because you're probably not gonna, maybe you'll be able to see it. There you go. Should probably start recording there. Anyway, as you get that crap everywhere. I'm sure that SetPower loves me doing this in their review. Anyway, man, what are you doing? Here, you go over there with that. You get your butt out of the video. That's what I want. The video of your... Really? Dude, you could turn the butt around, you know what I'm saying? Here, time out. You come over here and eat the pup cup. You come down here, because this is a mess. All right, if you don't have a healer, then you don't have shedding. I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, so you have a lot of room in here. The thing I like about it, the little chain thing keeps the lid from popping back. It's got a light right here. Let me show you. So yeah, got a light, the chain, nice and cool. A little 2-drink cup compartment there. And I've got water and some Oklahoma 2-step ingredients there. But you can see how it's kind of narrow, but you can definitely line up plenty of stuff in there. Now it cycles through on the FC15. It was averaging about 11 watts an hour. I haven't really messed with this one. Just gauging by how much juice it's ran from my power stations, I would say it's probably around that. Let me see, it's probably running right now. See what's pulling there. When it's cycling on, excuse me, when it's cycling on, I can't see the daggum thing. Yeah, it's using 29. It's running right now, and it's using 29 watts. So it probably is going to average out about the same, 11 to 15 watts an hour. So super cool little deal. The thing that is really neat about it, it's got little handles there you can run a strap through, and so you can carry it and, you know, sling it over your shoulder, carry the power station. The 500 watt power station, 500 or a 300 watt. I've got another power station is like a 300. It's actually like 284. Those are great. They're lightweight. You can carry them. They're 1,000 watts, a little bit heavy. So the 500s or the 300 watt stations work perfectly. This little EBL flawlessly, and keeps it nice and chill. It's a refrigerator. I mean, what else you want me to say about it? Does it keep the stuff cold? It keeps the stuff cold. Is it efficient in its power supply as far as power usage? It seems to be efficient, more so than most that are out there, I think, in my experience. So what else can I tell you? I'm telling you, man, it's got ability to where you can fluctuate it or change it to power protection, so it will stop and shut off once your battery that's supplying it gets to a certain point or whatever. I don't ever have to mess with that because I run off power stations and I don't really care. So I set it to allow the most drain to the battery because it doesn't bother me. What else can you say about it? I don't know, man. It kept meat frozen forever in 100 and some odd temperatures here in Oklahoma, so it just works. I've been very impressed with SetPower. There's a lot of brands that are more expensive. There are you done with that? Okay. There's a lot of brands that are more expensive to the tune of 2, 3, 4 times as much. But for me, having ran that, and again, I've got an refrigerator that's over twice what I pay, or about 3 times. No, good Lord. Yeah, 3 or 4 times what I paid for the FC15. And it's great for what it is. It's very large, but man, SetPower, I would like to get a larger one to kind of test out for a larger trip whenever I go here later this summer, towards the end of summer. But these smaller ones, these 15s, the FC15, the AB15 specifically, right here, have just been phenomenal. they're going to be, or this is now probably going to reside in my wife's car, unless I happen to need it. So we have one in mine, one in hers, and it's just for running around town, and you want to pick up stuff, you can throw things in here. Say you go to the grocery store and you buy some milk or whatever, and then you decide, well, I don't want to go home. Well, now I got to go home because of, no, you don't. This doesn't take up hardly any room. She can run this in her trunk as well, but by and large, we'll just set it in the back seat in the floorboard. But she can throw the milk in here. I mean, it'll fit a gallon of milk, right? And then she can go around and run her errands and stuff and come home hours later and never have to worry about this. I will say that I have just ran it. That's how I ran it most of the time today. I just plugged it in, and then whenever I'd stop, it would shut off. It was insulated enough to where whenever I would start the truck back up, I would maybe gone for 10-15 minutes. I didn't have any significant temperature loss in here to really be of a concern to me. So if I was running errands and stuff like that, and I just plugged it into my cigarette lighter, I really wouldn't be that concerned about, unless I was going to be out of the car for probably over 2 hours or something like that, to where I may have an issue with temps. But I've run around with it, starting and stopping, and I haven't had any issues with it like that. It just doesn't, it just seems to be insulated very well. There's a brand of cooler that is ridiculously expensive. I have one. It was given to me as a gift. It was $300+. It's about roughly the same storage capacity as this, although it takes up a lot more space. And it is ice dependent. So the storage it does have is depleted substantially by the amount of ice you have to put in there. I don't care how long it keeps ice cold. It's still a pain in the butt. You still have to drain it. You still have to mess with it. It gets your bread soggy. It gets into, if you don't have bags sealed up, it gets soggy. The water is just an issue. Always has been, always will be. That's one of the things when I switched over to these types of electric coolers or refrigerators, I have been super impressed with. I can be on the road. I don't have to stop. I don't have to monitor ice. It's one less thing I have to deal with or I have to worry about. And so that has been, and I think I paid just $150 maybe for the FC, and I don't remember what retail is on this. I think it's a sub $200 unit, but I could be wrong. But regardless of that, it's substantially cheaper than a comparative or a comparable, I should say, ice type cooler without all the hassle. And you can literally, like I said, it doesn't take up hardly any space. Let me turn it around so you can see here. It's very narrow, yet at the same time you can put pop cans, beer cans, whatever it is, your beverage of choice in there. It's a single zone, so it doesn't have like half of it's a freezer, half of it's one or the other. So it makes a very good second unit if you don't want to run a dual zone. I've yet to find a dual zone that I really like. Maybe, I know SetPower's got some stuff that's out there that I haven't messed with. So maybe their dual zone, it will be something better than what I've experienced in the past that's kind of shied me away from them. But that's how I use it when I'm out, more than anything, is as a dual zone, or as a standalone freezer. So if you're looking at something like that, then that's it. And then you can start it as a freezer on your trip and then convert it over as you go through your food and stuff like that, to where it just becomes a refrigerator. I mean, you can do however you want. Oh, I should probably put that back in there. There's just not a lot to say about it, man. It's an awesome piece of gear. It is really, it performs. It just performs. You want to keep your food cold. You don't want to spend a lot of money. You want to keep your food frozen. Don't want to spend a lot of money. You want to have a first cooler or a second cooler. You want to have something you can set behind the seat that you can carry on a shoulder strap. It's not heavy, even loaded down. I mean, it's not heavy at all. It's got, I don't know, probably a 6-pack or more in there, and some water and some other stuff. So, and obviously dog treats. So that's the FC. No, it's not. That's not what it is at all, man. This is the AB15 from SetPower. Link in the description, as well as a discount code or a discount link. I don't even remember now. I think it's a discount link. I don't know. I should figure these things out. There's a train. There's a train. That's what that is. I'm like, it sounds like a big freight train, and it is. It's a big freight train. Jeez Louise. SetPower AB15. Awesome refrigerator. Fits in places that other refrigerators don't. It's more portable than other refrigerators. It has a capacity that other refrigerators don't. As far as being portable, right, and still having enough to do what you need to do. So yeah, I recommend it, man. Get you one.